I made a video the other day about how all of this could be over very quickly if Congress would just do their constitutional duty and impeach Trump and any of the people underneath him who have committed impeachable offenses. Not just impeach, right? It's important that the House impeach and that the Senate convict and remove him. I saw a lawyer on Blue Sky list at least 11 different impeachable offenses that Trump has committed in less than 100 days in office. And in that video, I talked about how there are Democrats in Congress that are calling for his impeachment. Obviously, Congressman Al Green has been from like the get-go, and he's doing the Lord's work on behalf of the American people. But it's not just Democrats. There is a surprising corner that is sitting there being like, maybe we should impeach Trump. Anybody else think that like maybe we should impeach him? Less than 2 weeks ago, on April 13th, the Wall Street Journal, owned by Rupert Murdoch, went after Donald Trump. I made a video yesterday about how David Brooks, a conservative pundit, like very much establishment, very much conservative, he penned an op-ed in the New York Times calling for a mass civil uprising against the Trump regime. I was gobsmacked, y'all. I was not prepared to, one, agree with David Brooks or to see that coming out of David Brooks' pen and published in the New York Times. Mind was blown. And likewise, reading that the Wall Street Journal is calling for Trump's impeachment following his tariff rollout. Like, okay, I'll take it. Any conservative that is willing to speak out and say, hey, y'all, this is a bad scene. We made a mistake here. This is not going so well for us. Maybe we should stop this. I don't care how hesitant they are. If they are willing to speak publicly about their doubts, about their reservations, and if they are willing to publicly call for impeachment or mass civil uprising, fuck yeah, more of this. This is what we need. We need more people from all over the political spectrum to rise up and speak out. I've said many times we need a broad-based coalition. It cannot just be folks on the left, because what Trump is doing harms everybody, harms definitely all working class people, no matter what your politics are. Even if you're like a conservative working class person and you don't realize yet what's happening to you, Trump is still fucking you over. But he's also fucking over rich people. Conservative columnist Holman W. Jenkins Jr., who is a member of the editorial board for the Wall Street Journal, penned an opinion claiming that Donald Trump's recent tariff chaos might be paving the way for his impeachment. I'm quoting here from an article in the Economic Times about this, because they were also like, whoa, what's happening? Jenkins Jr. wrote in an opinion piece, Trump appears to be asking for impeachment with his ill-founded trade war. Jenkins said a future Trump impeachment seemed all but guaranteed by last Wednesday morning. Jenkins was referring to the day that Trump paused his high tariffs after crashing the stock market. Jenkins went on to write, it seems only slightly less likely now. It may even be desirable to impeach Trump to restore America's standing with creditors and trade partners. He also asserted that Trump's tariffs are the product of his own confused intuition. The columnist wrote, Mr. Trump's politics aren't poll-based or policy-based. They aren't strategic. They are ratings-based. He added that, quote, from the moment he appeared in 2015, he was a Democratic accident waiting to happen for exactly this reason. That's Democratic with a small d, as in terrible for our democracy, as in future authoritarian. Jenkins claimed that the founders never anticipated today's instantly responsive trillion-dollar financial markets, and yet these markets neatly adumbrate the founders' scheme of checks and balances, also known as feedback. If you aren't familiar with the term adumbrate, it means to outline. It's a little fucking pretentious to use that in an op-ed, but that's the Wall Street Journal for you. Wall Street Journal's editorial board said that, quote, remaking the world economy, remaking or crashing, has large consequences, and they may not all add up to what Mr. Trump advertises as the new golden age. I've long said that conservatives, especially wealthy conservatives, don't really care about anything except money. They say they're the party of family values, but they're fucking not. They don't actually care about humanitarian causes. They don't actually really care about ethics at all. They care about money. So Trump crashing the economy, Trump's devastating economic consequences of his petty revenge tour, where he is hoping to make everything much worse for all of us because he's pissed about 2020, because he's enamored with the idea of tariffs, but he doesn't really understand how they work. He doesn't understand how the economy works. And people will just let him swing that sledgehammer willy-nilly and destroy the global economy and all of our retirement accounts. Apparently, that is the thing that will get Rupert Murdoch, Wall Street Journal types to start calling for impeachment. So maybe as the economic consequences continue to get more and more dire, we will see more conservatives who care about their bank accounts above all else. They don't really have loyalty to Trump at all. Maybe we will see more and more of them joining the chorus of voices demanding that Trump be impeached for his myriad illegal actions.